Hello and welcome back once again. So today we're gonna do a short clip makeup. So I'm gonna take you from this look to this one, and if you don't mind, please stick around. So first thing, I'm gonna start with moisturizing my lips because they're very dry, and then secondly, my hands felt so dry and I was like, let me apply some hand creams before starting. First thing, we're gonna prime our face, and I'm using this primer, although it's not for my skin because my skin is a bit oily. So today is really cold, so I felt like because my face tend to get dry during cold seasons, I was like, let me just apply. For this simple look and easy, I'm using this foundation that is not a full coverage because I don't wanna overdo, I want it to look very simple. And with makeup we have to be patient. I know everyone is screaming right now, why is the foundation lighter than her skin tone? No, this is actually my foundation. My body is not doing well as per current because I haven't been doing some facial treatment, but it is what it is. But yeah, here is the fully blended foundation on my face. And finally we're gonna conceal. I'm gonna try to use as much concealer as possible because my face is not okay, so we have to cover all the blemishes. And yeah, so I'm gonna also conceal the corners of my lips because sometimes you kind of miss that part. And finally contouring, I have missed this contour stick. I'm gonna use the same stick to contour the ridge of my nose as well, to give it that well straight nose. And finally the corners of my face as well, because I don't want the whitish foundation to be showing. And it's my lid as well because I'm not good with eyeshadows, so I'm gonna use that. And like I said, it's a very simple and easy makeup. We're not about to be applying shadows. And I'm gonna blend the concealer of the other side of the sponge because I have never been capable of using different brushes because the minimal part of me or side of me kind of try to simplify things, and I feel like it just works perfect, right? So I make sure I blend the foundation perfectly because I don't want to have this harsh white part on my face. I avoid to have different shades on my face. And finally blending the darker concealer or contour stick, and I'm using the same sponge, but I'm changing the sides. I'm not gonna use the same part that I used when I was blending the concealer. And I'm gonna use the same sponge again to blend my eyelid. Remember, I applied some contour there. And finally baking my face, but I'm not gonna keep the baking powder for long, so I'm just gonna use the same powder at part where I apply the concealers, because again I don't want to have a very well done makeup or like too done makeup, so I try to make it very simple. And finally using the bronzer everywhere where I used the contour stick, that darker shade. And finally going in with the blush. So I think the camera is not doing the blush justice here, but it was kind of orange-ish, and which goes perfectly with my skin tone. And finally we're doing the brows. I'm gonna use this primer to set my brows so that when I finally decide to draw them, I get a finished natural like look. And also because my brows are very thin, so this process kind of helped me get the right shape. And also they say brows are like sisters, like they will never look the same. You always get the one that is thicker, the one that is bigger, the one that is long. Like you just need to play around. So I try very hard not to feel as in like I'm drawing, so I kind of just make sure the pencil is filling the empty spaces in my brows. And finally I'm gonna conceal. So I used the same concealer that I used when I was highlighting my face. First time around I'm only going to conceal the bottom part because I am avoiding to get the very finished makeup. and I'm gonna repeat the same process with the other side of my face, like the right brow. Is it the right one? I think so. And finally, I'm gonna use the same pencil, brown one, to line my under eye. So for this look, I avoided to use the black pencil because it was gonna be too heavy, and the fact that the makeup is light, I didn't want it to, be too much. And finally, we're gonna do the mascara, because again, eyelash is not something that you do every day. And I prefer mascara because I just feel like my face is light, or my eye is light. So this is just so perfect for easy makeup, and also because most people don't really have time to do makeup, so we kind of go with something that is quick. And finally, highlighting my lips. As you know, I'm always using the chestnut lip liner because I like it so much, and I think my lips were ready. I could have gone this way, but I was like, you know what, let me just put some, lip stick, and I'm gonna use the tip of my finger to blend the lipstick. And I felt like no, it wasn't enough. I needed to apply again, maybe one layer, because I want it to last long. And yeah, I feel like everything is well, put together. And finally, we're gonna use the setting spray, because we're gonna keep this makeup for the entire day. And thank God today the weather is chilled, so I'm not gonna sweat. And boom, finally we done and dusted. If you liked this look, please remember to give us some thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. Bye. Mwah.